Hello again, it's your internet dad sharing life lessons that I gave my own sons, hoping that they'll benefit you. And the subject of today's talk is fishing with hand grenades, with a subset, thinking out of the box. I did a number of combat tours in the jungles of Southeast Asia, and when I look back on them now with rose-tinted glasses, I would describe them as the greatest adventure of my life. I do remember a couple of incidents when we went fishing with hand grenades. Now, for goodness sake, don't do this at home. We were all trained infantrymen. What we had was a situation whereby in your pack would be 5 days worth of rations. Every 5 days you'd meet up with a helicopter resupply, or you'd go to a food dump and get it and then head back out. The food was very, very good by everyone's judgment. A private beef that I have watching war movies is that the Hollywood scriptwriters are always putting words into the soldiers' mouths about complaining about chow. That was not my experience. Real soldiers don't complain about food. I never remember a soldier under fire complaining about his breakfast. What we got to remember is that we're just hoping that we're alive to take breakfast, and we'll be happy with whatever we can get. But occasionally changing your diet would be great. We had chicken, lamb, and fish on a rotation basis, 2 meals a day. That was fine for us. 8 hours with rifle and pack. Very healthy existence. However, a modest change would be an interesting one. So I did notice on one patrol that there was a deep pool in a river, and downstream from it was a very shallow area, 1 or 2 inches, quite broad, maybe 30 to 50 yards. So I hatched a plan. I put out sentries because we were in a combat zone. Got the soldiers lined up, shoulder to shoulder downstream, and I dropped a hand grenade into the pond, into the pool. There was a dull thud, and an incredible number of fish surfaced, either stunned or dead, and they drifted slowly downstream to be scooped up by the soldiers, flipped onto the bank, and we were able to have a tasty meal that night of fresh fish. Now, the lesson behind this story is, even though everything is going right for you, and the argument "it ain't broke, so don't fix it" is often heard, my suggestion is you should really always think out of the box. Just like I was doing with that hand grenade and the fish, even though our food was pretty good. It's an additional effort, but virtually everything you do, every operation you are, every division you work in a corporation or the like, there's always room for improvement. And you should be thinking about that improvement, because that's going to be your future if you're seen as a person with good ideas who can deliver. So, get into the idea of thinking outside the box. Go fishing for those new ideas. Just don't do it with hand grenades. Okay? Till next time.